Imagine a place where a 28-second train delay triggers a public apology, robots are pouring your coffee, and a 1,300-year-old hotel sits beside a neon valley of anime billboards. Welcome to Japan, where the future and the ancient past share the same street. 2 quick riddles for later. Which city has the most Michelin stars on Earth? And what do students clean every day at school? Keep your guesses. Japan isn't one island. It's an archipelago of nearly 7,000 islands, stretched like a crooked smile along the Pacific Ring of Fire. 4 giant islands, Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku, carry 97% of the population. But thousands of smaller dots pepper the seas all the way to Taiwan. Japan has more than 100 active volcanoes and about 1,500 felt earthquakes every year, shaping everything from building codes to pop culture kaiju. Short, steep rivers race down to narrow coastal plains, where megacities like Tokyo bloom. Capital of Japan and heartbeat of a metro region of roughly 37 million people, still the largest on Earth. Commuter numbers are mind-blowing too. Shinjuku Station remains the world's busiest rail hub, channeling over 3 million passengers a day through more than 200 exits. Then there's Japan's bullet train, with top operating speed of 320 kilometers per hour, smooth, fast, and famously safe. Since service began in 1964, there have been no passenger fatalities due to train accidents on the bullet train. After dark, the asphalt belongs to petrol heads. JDM culture whispers by day and roars at night. At Daikoku parking area and on the Wangan Expressway, rows of tuned Nissan Skylines, Toyota Supras, and Mazda RX-7s gather, revving proof that Tokyo's car tuning culture is as wild as ever. Japan's story runs from early hunter-gatherers and rice farmers to an island society shaped by mountains and sea. Centuries of samurai rule and civil war ended around 1600 with unification and an era of isolation when homegrown arts flourished. In 1853, foreign black ships forced contact. Within a generation, Japan restored imperial rule, industrialized at speed, and built an empire. That path ended in 1945 after catastrophic defeat and the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. From the ashes came rebirth. Japan rose as a democracy, an economic powerhouse, and a cultural giant. Today, it dazzles the world with bullet trains and cherry blossoms, anime and tea ceremonies, blending ancient tradition with cutting-edge innovation in a culture as vibrant as it is timeless. Japan sits near the top of the global economy, and you feel it in the brands and the build quality. Toyota, Nissan, Suzuki, Subaru, Mazda, Sony, Nintendo, Sega, Toshiba, Canon, Nikon, and many, many other big names. Plus world-leading robotics, precision manufacturing, and a serious pharmaceutical sector. It's an industrial machine that runs on discipline and detail. But Japan's culture is everywhere. Anime turned Japanese art into a global language. Games that define childhoods, J-pop that sticks in your head, food that sets standards, and fashion that rewrites street style. And in the food world, sushi is a logistics mission. Cold chains, timing, and knife work so exact you can taste the difference. Did you know that Tokyo holds the record for the most Michelin-starred restaurants anywhere? Japan also has more centuries-old companies than any other country. Thousands known as Chinese. The world's oldest hotel has been welcoming guests since the year 705. Also, some convenience stores let you pay bills, ship parcels, print official documents, buy concert tickets, and even pick up freshly ironed shirts. All at 2 a.m. Japan may have sworn off war in Article 9 of its 19th Constitution, yet it quietly fields one of the most advanced forces on Earth, the Japan Self-Defense Forces. About 25,000 active self-defense force personnel backed by 8.7 trillion yen, around $55 billion in 2025 funding, the country's biggest defense budget since 1945. Command bunkers hide inside Highland tunnels straight out of a spy film. Roughly 53,000 U.S. troops, from Okinawa's coral lagoons to Misawa's snowy runways, lock Japan into the world's strongest mutual defense pact. Yet the Japan Self-Defense Forces spend more days clearing debris after typhoons and earthquakes than carrying rifles on live fire ranges, proving that even armed with cutting-edge tech and ranked 8th in global military power, the nation still prefers to wield a shield rather than a sword. Visitors describe Japan as effortlessly smooth. Clean streets, punctual transit, and a shared sense of public responsibility. Train timing is often measured in seconds. Station staff hand out delay certificates if you're late. Disaster readiness is at its highest. Earthquakes are a fact of life. Earthquake-resistant buildings, early warning alerts, and nationwide drills are normal. Phones and wallets routinely make their way back to owners. Did you know that in many public schools, students clean their own classrooms and hallways? No janitors? It's about respect for shared spaces. Walk through Akihabara in Tokyo and you'll see what otaku culture is all about. Bright anime signs cover every building, arcades buzz with classic games, and shops sell everything from manga to tiny robot models. Staff in maid cafes wave you in and pose for photos. It's a place built for people who love comics, games, and gadgets. Twice a year, fans pack into Etiquette, the world's biggest DIY comic fair. Artists sell their own manga, gamers trade tips, and cosplayers show off handmade costumes. Think samurai armor made of foam or glowing sci-fi suits. Lines form early, but everyone waits politely and keeps books clean by wearing cotton gloves. Otaku culture is more than a hobby. It's big business. Anime, video games, and toys from these streets earn billions worldwide. Yet the heart of it stays the same. People sharing what they love. One story or costume at a time. Did you know that Japan's blue traffic lights are literally bluish-green? Historically, the word AO covered blue and green, so signals were tuned extra blue to match the language. Japan does small spaces better than anyone. Since the 70s, capsule hotels have offered slide-in sleep pods. Clean, quiet, and cleverly packed, where you tuck your bag in a locker and drift off to the hush of white noise. Step back onto the street, and you'll find whole alleys of gachapon machines spitting out miniature everything. Tiny ramen bowls, pocket-sized trains, and charms you didn't know you needed until they clink into your hand. When winter bites, vending machines turn into hand warmers, selling canned coffee that comes out piping hot, steam on your breath, heat in your palms, and caffeine in seconds. And those Instagram-famous square watermelons? They're grown in boxes for the shape. More sculpture than snack. Picked early, often hard, and famously pricey, they're meant for display, not dessert. Japan isn't just photogenic, it's pattern-breaking. It proves that a nation can be both hyper-efficient and deeply traditional, both playful and disciplined. So, what blew your mind more? The blue traffic lights, students cleaning their own classrooms, or those decorative square watermelons? Drop your favorite in the comments and smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're exploring the world one country at a time, and you won't want to miss our next stop. Where should we go after Japan? Tell us below.